Hey guys, doing more today to my Super Rugby AU Dream Team for round 10. Before I start, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who watched the previous video. That was the most viewed video within my channel so far, so just great to see you guys liking the content. And yeah, I'll definitely be making more similar content to that for the future. And yeah, definitely subscribe as well. But yeah, when selecting this team, I based off two things. One, their statistics, and two, their influence throughout the game. So at number one, I've selected Cameron Orr from the Rebels. He had a pretty impressive game against the Western Force. He had 1 try assist, 3 runs, 7 run meters, and he had 1 out of 3 tackles. So yeah, I could have gone with Harry Hooper here from the Reds, but I decided to go with Cameron Orr purely on the basis that he got a try assist. It was a pretty good try assist. I think he stayed on up until the 60th minute, but yeah, he definitely made an impact for sure, especially within that scrum. So yeah, moving on to number 2, I've selected Andrew Reddy from the Western Force. He played a big part within that game against the Rebels. He had 2 tries to his name, 4 runs, 4 run meters, 7 out of 7 tackles, and 1 line break. So yeah, he was definitely all over the place, and yeah, he was pretty efficient within his line-out throws as well. So yeah, credit to him. He's definitely shaping up to be a good player, and someone I can definitely see moving to one of the other Super Rugby teams in the future. Yeah, he has a lot of potential really. I think he is a bit old, but he still has a few tricks up his sleeve, and definitely would add something to one of the other teams for sure. But yeah, moving on to number 3, I'd say I selected Taniela Tupou from the Reds. He had another impressive game. He's just beginning to be more consistent really. Yeah, he had 2 runs, 29 run meters. He had 3 to 5 tackles, 2 turnovers, 1 defender beaten, 2 line breaks, and 1 offload. So yeah, he was definitely all over the place, and yeah, he made a few tackles of his own, which is great to see. His tackling is great, and his line breaks are just on another level really, where he's similar to the sense of like Kyle Sinclair, where both of them have a great, they're able to quickly run and just pass the ball to perfection, really. And you wouldn't really consider them to be the way that they pass the ball is like a 10, really. So yeah, that's great to see. And yeah, he had another good game. But yeah, moving on to number 4, so that's Matt Phillip from the Rebels. He had another decent game, really. He's always been pretty consistent. He gives you a 7 out of 10 performance pretty much every round. But yeah, he had 13 runs, 41 run meters, he had 1 out of 1 tackles, he had 2 defenders beaten, 1 offload, and he won 3 lineouts. Yeah, he was definitely all over the place, and yeah, for sure helped the Rebels close it out within that, the remaining minutes of that match, because, yeah, man, the Rebels, they crawled their way back, and they just got the win. And, well, they got the win before, but just to beat them by 4 points, which was needed. So yeah, fair play to them, and yeah, he definitely had a big part to play in that. But yeah, moving on to number 5, so that's Kenny Neville from the Brumbies. He had another decent game. I think this is the second time I've selected him within my dream teams throughout the whole competition. And yeah, he had 4 runs, 5 run meters, 12 out of 12 tackles, 1 offload, and he won 3 lineouts. Yeah, he was just pretty efficient. It's kind of what you expect to see from a lock. Good tackling success, and yeah, he won a few lineouts as well. So yeah, credit to him really. So, moving on to number 6, this is one of my MVP contenders of the week. I've gone with Liam Wright. He was pretty impressive for the Reds against the Brumbies. And yeah, definitely influenced that game for sure. He had 1 try, 3 runs, 19 run meters, 15 out of 15 tackles, 2 turnovers, and he won 5 lineouts. Yeah, he definitely played a big part in that win, and yeah, he's shaping up to be a good captain for that Red side, and yeah, I especially like him a lot. And what Brad Foreman has really done within that loose forward trio of Wright, Fraser McWright, and Wilson looks good, and that could definitely be a Wallaby setup for sure. Wallaby loose forward setup for sure. But yeah, moving on to number 7, I selected Bryn Stander from the Western Force. He's another guy you just got to try again. He consistently is getting more tries, and yeah, he got 1 try within that game against the Rebels. He had 6 runs, 6 run meters, he had 10 out of 11 tackles, 2 defenders beaten, and 1 line break. So yeah, he was definitely all over the place, and yeah, he was pretty crucial within that breakdown as well. He won a few balls. He was unlucky. He was penalized, I'd say 2 or 3 times, but he was very unlucky within a lot of those calls. But yeah, definitely played a big part within that game. Yeah, so moving on to number 8, the last of the forward pack. I've selected Henry Stowers, also from the Western Force. I could have gone with the likes of Wilson here, or maybe even like Nazarani or Pete Samu. I think Pete Samu was the closest in contention for the number 8 spot, because he did pretty well for the Brumbies, just want to try. But I went with Henry Stowers overall, just because I thought he had more. He was overall just a bit better, and his stats were a bit better than Pete Summers with 11 runs, 14 run meters, 8 out of 8 tackles, 3 defenders beaten, and 2 offloads. Yeah, another just decent performance from him, and I definitely expect him to. If I can definitely see him making a jump to to join one of the other Super Rugby teams, because he definitely has that ability for sure. So, moving on to the backs. At number 9, so that's Tate McDermott for the Reds. It's kind of expected, really. He got a try on the board within that game against the Brumbies. He had 5 runs, 35 run meters. He had 10, 11 tackles, 1 turnover, 50 passes, and he had 1 defender beaten and 1 offload. So, definitely all over the place. Kind of like these stats are kind of what I want to see from a scrum half, really. I want him to impact the game a lot, and he definitely he influenced that game for sure. So moving on to number 10, that's Matt Tamua. He was another player who he did pretty well within that game against the Rebels. I think he was the other contender, you could say, for MVP that I could have selected. He had 1 try assist, he had 3 runs, 4 run meters, 7 and 8 tackles. He kicked 2. He kicked how many conversions? He kicked 7 conversions, and he kicked 2 penalties. So he did pretty well, and fair play to him, really. He was good. He was pretty good, but I wouldn't. He did get shifted to the 10 spot, and normally he's been playing 12 throughout this competition, but he did pretty decent for being the number 10 for that game, and his try assist was so clean as well. It was the first try of the game, so he did that perfectly. Moving on to number 11, I've selected Tom Wright from the Brumbies. He was another one of those Brumbies players who I've only selected 2 of them because they did lose by a lot to the Reds away, but he was another player who I just felt influenced the game for the Brumbies a lot. He had 1 try assist, 8 runs, 55 run meters, 3 to 5 tackles. He had 1 turnover. He had 1 defender beaten, 4 line breaks, and 2 offloads. Definitely decent stats for sure. I mean, that's kind of the main reason why I selected him within this side. And he also influenced the game with his try assist. He did an offload to Pete Summers, so and he just ran past the whole Reds defense, really. So well done on him, really. So moving on to number 12, selected Henry Tafu from the Western Force, the last player selected from them. He was pretty. I was very impressed by him. He's played a few rounds for the Western Force, and he didn't really make an impact as you'd like to think. But definitely within that game against the Rebels, he for sure made an impact. He had 1 try. He had 10 runs, 54 run meters, 4 to 5 tackles, 2 defenders in, 1 line breaks. And his try was it was pretty good. He just broke to the fence, and then he just did a little sidestep and just made a guy fall. And it was a good try. It's a good try from him, really. Moving on to number 13, I selected Reese Hodge from the Rebels. He's another one of those Rebels players. Helped them. In winning that match. He had 1 try to his name, 10 runs, 37 run meters, 9 out of 10 tackles, 3 defenders beaten, 1 line break, and 1 offload. So overall, he was pretty impressive. Kind of what I expect to see from him. And what I like about him is that he's so versatile in the sense where he was playing 13 for this game, purely on the basis of what's his name, Dane Halapelli. Coming back into the side, but he's still got a try to his name, and he's done well, and he for sure should be part of the Wallabies setup. He's just so versatile, like I said. Moving on to number 14, I've selected Chris Fawai-Satia from the Reds. He had his first game for the Reds in a while. He came back. Came back from an injury. I think it was a knee injury. That might be a bit wrong, but I think it was a knee injury. But he was pretty impressive. He got a try to his name on his return. He had 4 runs, 48 run meters, 8 out of 9 tackles. He had 1 defender beaten and 1 line breaks. For sure, he made his mark within this game. Showed that he still has it. I mean, he is a bit. I'd say he's definitely a bit older now. I think he's around 29 or within that area. I'm not too sure, but he still has. You can still see that he has the ability to change the game, and he did well with this match. Just want to give credit to him, really. So at number 15, last player of this Dream Team, and he's my MVP of the week. I selected Jock Campbell from the Reds. Both of it, he got 2 try assists to his name, and both of them were class, like world-class try assists, really. I mean, the first one was brilliant. He broke to the fence and just did a little, offload to there. Oh, it was perfect. The second one was a bit easier to do because it was more of a routine, just pass it from the back, so little moves there, and he just got the last pass in and passed it to Chris Fawai-Satia, so... But both of them were pretty good. He got 2 try assists to his name, 10 runs, 44 run meters, 4 defenders beaten, 3 line breaks, and 2 offloads. Overall, I was very impressed by him. He just resembles like a younger, how can I say this? An inexperienced version of Will Jordan in a sense, where I can see him definitely, being in a similar era of what Will Jordan is, and yeah, no, he definitely has a bright future for sure. Yeah, that's it with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.